Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
So we have a lot more to go, a lot more thumbnails, a lot more videos that we'll bring out. But this is laying the foundation for the succession of videos I mentioned at the introduction. Because as you see in that last clip there, Ripple did not leave the United States, did they? Ripple did turn out successful in the lawsuit, didn't it? Folks, I think you're getting caught up. I think you're getting caught up, and I think that the system is designed to get everyone caught up. And I fight with a passion not to get caught up. But they never left the U.S., and they're not going to leave the U.S. because, see, that's the Hiroshima, that's the Nagasaki, that's the atom bomb. And as this succession continues, I'll be bringing that out too, how it's a Trojan horse. And at the same time, because it's a Trojan horse, it's not necessarily the desire of many in power, quite honestly, that everybody owns XRP because they need it for their system, which is a good reason for us to hold on to it. But like I said at the introduction, I'll say it again, you need to know what you're getting into. You need to know what you hold, and it may require just a little bit more patience. I mean, it may require another year's worth of patience. It may require another 2 years worth of patience, but I can say pretty emphatically and with a level of confidence that probably I shouldn't have, that it won't be longer than a year and a half or two, and this baby will be flying. Now, don't get me wrong. There'll be some spikes along the way, and take your profits. I expect spikes to come here soon. But for its real value to start kicking in, it's probably going to take till the year 2025 or so, and maybe the end of 2024 for it to start. And certainly on that trek from there, another 3 or 4 years to get to its true value. And by then, they will probably have confidently displaced and placed every XRP left on the planet. Where will we be when that time comes? Who knows? But what I do know is, and I think it's all a ploy, which the succession of videos will lay out for you. How this is all part of the plan.
That was taken from a video that I did August 17th, 2023. So we're looking at about 2 years ago. And on August 17th, 2023, it was trading at about 50 cents. And I said, I expect some spikes to come in here soon. And sure enough, then November 6th, which you're looking at a month and 3 weeks or so, it shot up. And from 50 cents, it went to about 70 some cents. So we're looking at almost close to a 40-50% rise in price. But I made another statement in that video as well. I said, but for its real value to start kicking in, it's probably going to take till 2025 or so, maybe the end of 2024. And sure enough, November of 2024, it starts. So it begins. And so that little intro had a whole bunch of forecasts that I had made. I can't call them predictions. They were forecasts, and they turned out to be true. Ripple didn't leave, like I said, with the confidence that I probably shouldn't have. But if hindsight's 2020, what is foresight? Uh, Telescopic? I don't know. So I'm going to cover a little more information, and hopefully you will enjoy it. Hopefully you'll come back. Hopefully you'll subscribe. Hopefully you'll smash that like button, because you ain't got nothing left to smash. So smash that like button. And I'm going to talk about this 14th of July article here, where almost a half a billion XRP shift rocks the market as the price hits $3. So we know the price hit $3 again today. Today being the 16th of July, but it's very close to tomorrow, which is 17th of July. I'm doing this nearly 11:30 p.m. at night. But the turbulence has begun with the XRP price. So I'm going to just hit a few things to show that we can anticipate, and I can say it with relative confidence that I probably should not have, that the price is about to go up. And if you've been having your gorilla grip, it's time to consider when you might let go, because it looks like we're getting ready to go into an alt season that we've been waiting for, because Ethereum's taken off, and that usually precedes everything. The Bitcoin dominance is going to go down. And here we, excuse me, here we go, folks. And like it says here, XRP has been on a tear in recent trading sessions. The cryptocurrency has been rising since July 8th and has seen 5 consecutive days of gains, with today being the 6th if trading concludes in the green. Well, I don't know if it concluded in the green or not, but as of 11:23 Central Standard Time is $3.04. We're glad to see $3. Maybe we're forming a new base. Following the breathtaking rally, XRP has surged to $3, marking the first time the coin has hit this level in months. Well, it hit that level and it's continuing. That's one article that gives an indication of where things are headed because it says analysts point to a strong technical structure, with veteran trader Peter Brandt spotting a compound fulcrum on the XRP chart following April's false breakout. Well, that's not a false breakout. I already said those things are those were churns, churn, 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 churn. And when you see somebody shifting this many, a large weld transaction has been spotted on the chain, a recent transfer of 167 million XRP, about $497 million, half a billion, between unknown wallets has stirred speculation, with many wondering if institutional players are re-entering the market and repositioning ahead of future gains. You think? Of course. Of course. But folks, don't forget they're going to try to shake you out. This article says Ripple's XRP price is heating up for $10 as XRP well holdings surpass 42 billion coins. Now, 42 billion coins in the holdings of whales. I don't know if you can hear my phone. McAfee's scanning all my apps, apparently. So please ignore that. But when you look at XRP, the circulating supply is only 59 billion. And here we have an article where of that 59 billion, 42 billion coins are in the hands of the whales. That leaves 17 billion for the rest of us because we're not whales. But here we see we're talking about a $10 price. So once again, I say to you, what is your release point for your gorilla grip? It's time to start thinking about that, folks. But what I will counsel, advise, I wouldn't say advice because this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes. Enlightenment, education, enhancement of your portfolio. But here's where I'm going with this, folks. If you're a dieharder like me, you're never going to let all of it go, but take some profits. Take some profits so that you don't end up recycling your XRP for another who knows how many years if things don't work out as planned. But where I was going with that chart that I created here, if I could get things right, in my humble opinion, what I saw was nearly a 45-degree go up and never stop. It might be time for that, folks. It just might be time for go up and never stop. But in any case, that wasn't the only stopping point. Um, we also had this article here. See, a record 7.18 million XRP wallets signal a massive adoption, fueling $5 Ripple XRP price expectations. So that was the 15th. So just to keep track, this article here was on the 14th, the half a billion shift. This article here was on the 13th. Ripple's price heating up as the wells shoot for $10, right? Heating up for $10. And now this article here is the 15th, where we have a record number of coins being moved. What does it all mean, folks? It means that we can anticipate that XRP is getting ready to do something. That's what it means to me. Now, I don't know what it means to you, but I can say with great measure of confidence that that's exactly what it means to me. But it looks like the news cycle and all the developments that are occurring are all pointing towards a pretty interesting time period, and I'm not alone. This fella here, let's get a more current article. Let's get an article from today, the 16th, before the 16th is over. Arthur Hayes envisions a highly anticipated monster altcoin season for ETH, XRP, ADA, Sol, Doge, and SHIB. SHIB Inu. I mean, you guys know I'm contrarian thinker. I'm a little hesitant to take the bait many times when they start labeling everything. Sometimes they're right. But Arthur Hayes is the former CEO of cryptocurrency derivatives trading platform BitMEX, and he shared his bullish outlook for altcoins. He said, slightly bearish in my last essay due to TGA refill. What changed? Bitcoin busted through all-time high on good volume. So that was his motivator. He said ETH is following and will outperform. Get ready for a monster alt season. But what are some prices? If we go back to one of these articles here, this article here with the whales, with the one with the XRP price heating up to $10 to 42 billion coins, it says here, as XRP's bullish momentum gains steam, pseudonymous analyst Leandro Crypto believes that the third largest crypto might by market cap might be eyeing the 333 and 1063 targets respectively. Well, the targets are all over the map. Pick your launch point. Pick your launch point to make some money. Now I'm going to say it again because I don't contradict myself. Sometimes when they build up the anticipation, it's just to shake the rug and depress you some more. But in the meantime, to build up the anticipation, they got to run the price up at least to start the narrative, right? So if your targets fall within wherever they take it for the narrative, and you take your money, there's nothing to regret because you followed your plan and you made your money. But I will say, do not give up all your XRP. Because like I said in the very beginning, after it starts, it'll be another 2 or 3 years. And I really have a back wall of 2030. But between now and 2030, the maturation of the crypto ecosystem is going to occur. It's already occurring, as you can see with the passage of legislation. And so you want to be there when that happens. So yeah, we're getting ready to go into an alt season, folks. I just wanted to get a video out. This is one of the sloppiest videos I've ever done, but I've listened to some of my sloppy videos and they've turned out to be pretty good. I'm going to put the cards in for that introduction that I gave. It was interesting because YouTube recommended my video to me, so I watched it. But when I watched it, that's how I remembered what I said, and I was impressed by what I said. I hope you were too, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope you come back. I'm DKWILL, and this is DKWILL Talk About It. And I've talked about it. Have a wonderful day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.